Let me introduce you to the system that's going to teach you how to memorize credit card numbers and much more. Memory Master Champion Louis Angel right here with AE Mind. And this video right here is the first one out of the series where I'm going to teach you how to memorize a long number in a very short period of time. And this is called the major system. You see, I compete all over the world in memory competitions, and I'll tell you this, the key to memorization is visualization. You have to become a creative storyteller when you want to memorize a lot of information in a very short period of time. And there's 3 steps that you need to know in order to be able to memorize a long number. First step is you need a location, second step is visualize, and third step is review. Now in this free guide, I actually walk you through the entire system, so go ahead and get that for free at bettermemoryguide.com. Like this video, comment, and share it with your friends as well. Now in memory competitions, we have to memorize hundreds of digits of numbers in a matter of minutes. So how do we do it? We take the number and we actually turn it into an image. So let's take this number right here, 52 for example. When I see it, I don't just see a 5 and a 2. I actually see an image. My image for that number is a lion. Now throughout the system, you're going to learn exactly why a lion represents 52, but for right now, just know that lion is 52. So then what you want to do is take that image and attach it to a location. So I've created a mental map already of my house, and I'll teach you how to do that in another video. But for right now, let's just say the first location is the window of my house. Then create a little story out of it. See the lion climbing through the window and doing a funny and quirky dance as it's there in the living room. So add some action, add some emotion, add some creativity to it. What do you hear? Maybe it starts roaring very loudly as it starts dancing right there. Now to recall that number, all you have to do is see the window and ask yourself, what was the image and the story that we created? And so it should be pretty easy. So we just saw a lion, we converted back into the number at that point. So the lion represents the number 52. That's pretty much like the basics of how this works, but let me go deeper into it. More specifically, let me show you the exact system that I learned several years ago that helped me turn all these numbers into weird and crazy images. Again, the 3 steps to memorization are what? Location. You need to store the information. This acts like a filing cabinet so you can easily retrieve it later on. And in later videos, I'll actually show you how to create more locations very easily so you can store more information on them. Step 2 is what? Visualization. We have to come up with weird stories for the information that we want to memorize and store it along the route. And step 3 is review. We need to review for long-term memory retention. Now the major system has been around for a very long time, and all of the top memory athletes, they actually use this to memorize numbers and cards and a lot of other things. So go through these really quickly and then I'll teach you how I learned every single one of these using my body. Number 1, as you see here, is a T, D, or TH sound, like the. Number 2 is N. 3 is M. 4 is R. 5 is ow. 6 has a few different ones, so it's just sound, sh, or even a soft G like gem. 7 is a k sound, so C, CK, K, or even a hard G like game or gum. 8 is F sound or V sound. 9 is the B or P. And then 0 has an S sound to it. Now in the free Better Memory Now guide, which you can get right now, I actually walk you through this process that I'm about to go over, which is to create body locations to help us remember the numbers and the sounds for those numbers very easily. It's the way that I learned when my mentor Ron White taught me several years ago, and it's what helped me memorize a very long number at the World Memory Competition. So let's go right into this. Now follow along with me and actually say these out loud as I'm saying them to you, because this is gonna actually help cement these labels that we're going to attach to each one of these body locations much quicker and faster for easier retrieval later on. Now number 1 is top of our head, so just label it top. Remember, each one of these refers to the sounds that we went through earlier. So 1 is top, 2 is nose, 3 is mouth. Okay, so 1 top, 2 nose, 3 mouth. 4 is ribs. And then 5 is liver. So picture your liver right there as number 5. All right, so quick review. Number 1 is top. Number 2 is nose. Number 3 is mouth. 4 ribs, and 5 liver. Perfect. All right, let's move on. Now 6 is hip joint, but we're just going to label it joint because of the consonant sound that we're going to use for that number. So 6 is joint. 7 is cap, so it's your kneecap, but we're just going to label it cap. Number 8 is fibula, so it's the bone right there near your shin on the side of it. So picture 8 at fibula. And then 9 is ball, like the ball of your foot. And 0, picture sand all over the ground. 0 is sand. Now let's review the last half of that. What was number 6? Joint. 7 is cap. 8 is fibula. 9 ball, and 0. What was on the ground? Sand. Perfect. So there you go. Those are our body locations. Make sure to review these. Go through these forwards, backwards, by number. Quiz yourself. What's number 3? Mouth. What's number 5? Liver. 0. Sand. See the sand all over the ground. Cement these into your long-term memory by reviewing them several times over. Because what you're going to do now, as you see on the chart, is you're going to take the first letter of each one of the labels for the body locations and attach that to the numbers. 1 is T, D, or TH for top. 2 is N for nose. 3 is M for mouth. 4 is R for ribs. 5 is ow for liver. 6 is the just sound for joint. It could also be sh, ch, or soft G like gem. 7 is a k sound for cap, like kneecap. 8 is F or V sound, F for fibula. 9 is a B or P sound, the B for the ball of your foot. And then 0 is the S sound for sand. So there you go. That's a major system. A lot of the top memory athletes, they use this system or actually a variation of this system as well. But at the end of the day, they attach a sound, a certain sound to each one of the numbers. And that's how they come up with the images for the numbers. So going back to the original number, 52, you now know that the reason why we have the lion as 52 is because of the owl sound for the 5 for liver and the N sound for the 2 like nose. That's pretty much it for the major system overview. Make sure to watch the video where I walk you through how to create images for every number between 0 and 9, and make sure to watch that house map video where I teach you how to create memory locations from your house so you can store these numbers along a route. Subscribe, like, and comment down below, and get the free guide at bettermemoryguide.com.